Newton's first law. That is, whenever the body stays continues its state, unless the net external force is acting on the body. So here, now we are going to know about the Newton's second law. Newton's second law of motion. After knowing the first one, we discussed about force and as well as inertia. In the type of inertia is inertia of rest and inertia of motion and inertia of direction. After that, we discussed another topic is momentum. That momentum will plays key roles in the Newton's second law of motion. That is Newton's second law of motion. That is the rate of change of momentum. The rate of change of momentum is of a body is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the resultant or a net external force acting on that body. Resultant or a net external force is acting on that body and takes place in the direction in which the force acts. Means whenever the direction of the force is acting in that direction, the momentum will be changes. So both are in a directly proportional. Once again, the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the resultant or net external force as acting on the body and it takes place in which the direction of the force acts. Means in the direction where the direction, what is the direction of the force, the change in momentum also takes place in that direction. So the here is that we know that the momentum is a P. Change in momentum means delta P, or we can say that that is a delta P will be the instantaneous time, the time interval very small. So that's why delta P by delta T is proportional to the next external force. This can be stated as a Newton's second law of motion. In this case, consider a mass m of a body is a mass of a body is m and is moving with some velocity v. Velocity v by the influence of by applying the net external force on that body, then the m mass of a body is moving with velocity v. Then according to the statement, the rate of change of momentum, that is delta p by delta t, be the rate of change of momentum and f be the net external force. Both are in directly proportional. Means if the force is increasing on the body, then the momentum is also changes with the time of interval. Here delta p be the change in momentum for a while and delta p be the small interval of time. In case of if the velocity increased by the delta v in the time of the interval delta t, then we can say that f is proportional to delta p by delta t. That is the equation. According to the statement, means the net external force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. The rate of change of momentum means the change in momentum with respect to its time of interval. So here it is we know that, but the momentum P is equal to mv. P is equal to mv means momentum is equal to the product of mass and velocity is considered as a momentum. So that P is equal to mv, we are substituting in that matter, in that equation, then F is proportional to delta by delta t into mv. Instead of P, we are writing that P is equal to mv, so that's why we are writing that delta P by delta t mv. That in the limit of delta t tends to 0, delta t means it's a small interval of time. In the case of small interval of time, delta t tends to 0, so that's why we are writing that is d by dt, the difference in means the change in momentum by change in time, that is F is proportional to, we are writing. So that F is equal to, by removing the proportionality, then we can get the one of the proportionality constant. K is a proportionality constant. Proportionality constant. So here that the K is the proportionality constant and the remaining equation will be stays like that. D by dt of mv. D by dt of mv. So assuming in that whenever the body is moving with some velocity, assuming that the mass of the body is constant. Mass of the body is a constant. By taking the mass of the body is constant, then F is equal to, by taking from the differentiating, we can get out, we can take it out, then Km into dV by dt. But we know that dV by dt means the rate of change of velocity. from the rate of change of velocity, then that will be the acceleration. Rate of change of velocity means acceleration. So that's why dv by dt is equal to a. So we are substituting that acceleration is dv by dt is equal to a in the equation, then we can get f is equal to kma. This is the equation for the force. Then here that equation represents that the force is proportional to the product of mass and acceleration of that body. Mass and acceleration of that body. Whenever we consider the mass is at constant, assuming the mass is constant, then velocity will be changes. The velocity will be changes means if the velocity changes, then that is considered as acceleration. So in case of this equation can be represented as the force, net force is proportional to the product of mass and acceleration, and the proportionality constant taking k is equal to 1 by selecting the perfect suitable unit of the force, that is a Newton. If in case of 1 Newton, the k will becomes 1, means if we want f is equal to 1, means f force we are taking that unit 1 unit. So that's why k is equal to 1. If we substitute that one, then we can get that f is equal to kma. From that equation we can get f is equal to ma, the force equation. And this total derivation also can be written as that the derivation to prove f is equal to ma. Derive an equation for f is equal to ma. Further question also we can write the same answer. This one is the same answer. According to the Newton's second law of motion, the force, this is also called as a force law. So that's why f is equal to km into dv by dt. From that equation already, by deriving the equation, we can get that f is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. So from that we know that force is a constant, force is a vector quantity, and as well as while it is having the magnitude and it is having specific direction, in that direction also momentum takes place. So that the dimensional formula of force will be m power 1, L power 1, T power minus 2. Because of in this case of unit is there, that is a force unit is here force unit is a kilogram into meter per second square. This can be considered as a Newton. So here it is that kilogram means m power 1, mass is having that, meter means length is 1, and here is the time second power minus 2. So that's why T power minus 2 we can take that. According to the equation, the dimensional formula of force will be m power 1, L power 1, T power minus 2. So in the vector form we can write that F bar is equal to m into a bar. That is the vector form of Newton's second law of motion. So once again, the statement of Newton's second law of motion, listen carefully. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the net or resultant force acting on that. Net or resultant external force is acting on the body. So here the displace means the change in momentum takes place in the direction of which the force acts. In whatever the direction force will be acting on the body, in that direction only the momentum will be changes. So according to that F is equal to ma equation as derived. So from this equation, by using this equation, we can we can do the problems whenever the some of the retardation or acceleration we can find it out by using this formula, that is A is equal to F by m. Like this formula, we can get the equations or we can get the solutions for the some of the problems. Let's see the one of the problem, exemplar problem we have in the textbook. That is this is the problem. A bullet of mass 0.04 kg means mass of the bullet, m is equal to 0.04 kg, moving with a speed of 90 meter per second, means moving with a speed of 90 meter per second. 90 meter per second means the velocity we can get that the velocity is equal to 90 meter per second. All the values must be that is its initial speed, so that's why we have taken that is equal to u, initial velocity. So the bullet of mass 0.04 kg is moving with some velocity, that is u is equal to 90 meter per second, and it enters a heavy wooden block. Means whenever the bullet is moving with the initial its velocity 90 meter per second, then it enters a wooden block. It enters a wooden block and travelled some of the distance, that is 60 centimeter, means displacement s is equal to 60 centimeter. This is the 60 centimeter before it stopped. It stopped after travelling the 60 centimeters of distance. We can write that is 0.6 meter. 0.6 meter. The distance travelled by a bullet. Distance travelled by a bullet s is equal to 60 centimeter, that can be written in SI units, that is 0.6 meter. And we should find out first of all he asked for what is the average resistive force exerted by the block on the bullet. He asked for how much the bullet has how much the block has stopped, that means the resistive force applied on the bullet. Resistive force means opposite to the acceleration. The velocity goes on decreasing while the bullet is moving through the block, the velocity goes on decreasing. The rate change of velocity means whenever the bullet strikes the block is opposite, resistive force offering the resistive force on the bullet, so the velocity of the bullet goes on decreasing. So first of all we should know this, what is the acceleration or retardation of what is the retarding force, retardation of the bullet. So retardation is equal to how much, that is A is equal to. In the case of acceleration we can get the positive value, retardation means negative sign we can get. So that here from equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. From this equation we can write one thing, the bullet wooden block and it is stopped after a distance of 60 centimeter, because of the final velocity will be v is equal to 0. It is initial velocity and it is final velocity. Final velocity is 0. So from this equation, if in case of v square is equal to 0, we can get that we want to know that a is equal to. So that's why a is equal to becomes, this will be 0, then minus u square by 2s be the equation to find out the rate, how much the retardation force is acting on that body, on the bullet by the block. So from that we are substituting that u is equal to, we have the value that is 90. So minus 90 into 90, u square means 90 into 90 square. So 2 into displacement will be 0.6 meter. 0.6 meter. In this case by the calculation we can get that is minus 6750 meter per second square value. Minus 6750 value we can get. This is about a retardation force. Then we should find out what is the value. What is the value of that? What he asked for, the average resistive force, means F is equal to, we want to find it out. So what is F is equal to? We have the formula for F is equal to, that is a resistive force. Resistive force F is equal to MA. From the formula F is equal to, we have the value for M is equal to 0.04 kg into whatever the value we got, that A is equal to minus 6750. That is equal to the force which we can get that by the calculation 0.04 into 6750. From that value we can get that 270 Newton. 270 Newton. The negative sign indicates that the retardation. The negative sign indicates that retardation. So that's why force never be, force is not negative. So that's why 0.04 into 6750 is equal to 270 Newton. Newton is the unit for the force. This is about the problem, exercise problem. Then we do the problems by using this equation like this.